All right, what's up, fellas? Mark Parson, cornerback pro, former NFL cornerback of the Houston Texans, New Orleans Saints. All right, so today we got Kevin Byard versus Gronk. So we're gonna talk about safeties again. The other clip that I had the other day was Eric Berry, who had a really good performance, but Gronk, like I said, man, he's a beast, dude. So we're gonna work on how we can guard this guy and some tips that they may seem small, but I'm telling you, they pay off. All right. And it's very important for you safeties, since we're going to talk about safeties coming down, man, it's very important for you safeties to be able to do this. This is going to be the second video NFL clip where you got to come down and guard either receivers, running backs, or tight ends. Just like you're a corner. And I always say, if you're a safety who can play corner, man, I'm telling you, athletically and skill wise, technique wise, you can have a good career. Now, I'm looking at, some of the guys like Glover Quinn, who I played with, who moved from corner to safety. He can come down and guard guys. Malcolm Jenkins, he went from corner to safety. He can come down and guard guys, and obviously Eric Berry. So please pay a close attention and let's get better today. Make sure you guys email me at cornerbackpro@gmail.com if you have any questions. Definitely ask me for the one-on-one mastery program so you guys can lock these guys down. Let's get it. All right, so Kevin Byard right here, he actually had a really good year. They were talking about he had like 8 picks or something like that. That's amazing. All right, so great job with him. He's right here. We're gonna probably have to play at different levels. Matter of fact, they're so close. I don't even know if you would want to just press, both be pressing, man. I would probably play one guy off and one guy up. You usually want to play at different levels so they don't rub you off. All right, but let's watch it. Let me mute this. So Gronk's number 3. What do I always tell you guys? When you're playing inside, what do I always tell you? Let's watch it. I always tell you guys, be careful, be mindful. You want to keep that leverage, man. You want to, unless you do like an in and out where you guys communicate right here. I don't think they did. I think they just played it straight up and head up, right? So, and he is playing at different levels right here. Not too much, but the looks like the DN slows Gronk down right here, but we still want to keep that outside leverage, man. Because look, we got our free back here. At the end of the day, if Gronk does an in route or an inside breaking route, man, we can undercut that immediately because we got help over top. So we're not really scared of getting beat deep right here. I always felt comfortable inside because I always knew, okay, I got my free in here, so I can be a little bit more risky. But we can't give up this outside because we're all alone over here. So I always tell you guys, you want to fight to keep your outside leverage. And this is where we get got right here. So just make sure we fight to keep our inside leverage when it comes to guarding guys inside. Even if I've seen it where coach want us to play inside first and then transition to the outside hip once he gets down the field. Whatever you do, man. But I think it's a lot easier to guard these guys and rally to the inside breaking route, maybe even undercut it. But right here, outside, look, we're all by ourselves, man. And if he doesn't make that tackle, Gronk is running for another 20 yards, and that's gonna be a hard tackle for the guy coming. He's a big guy. Let's see where we are. I like the aggressiveness by Byard. Let's see. And this is a playoff game, man. I'm telling you something about playoff game. Playoff game, man. The energy is on another level, yo. Going against Gronk. All right, watch this. I want to show you this little run fit right here, just to know this. And actually, even at cornerback, let's say you guarding a guy and his man, right? You guarding a tight end, guarding another tight end, whatever. You see him block down. You right here. Watch how fast he gets to that hip. Now, why do you think he gets to that hip so fast? Because I'm telling you, you want to make it as easy of a tackle as possible. And if he cuts back and you still back here, and you see the block down, you still back here, you don't get to that hip, it's gonna be an open field tackle, man, and it's tough. So watch how fast. I just want you to see it immediately. That's how they practice. I gotta get to the hip. I gotta get to the hip, and then it's an easier tackle for me. So you look at that. Get to the hip first. Boom. There's a little technique that they have too, where you actually run. We used to practice this a lot. Where you run first and then you start to shuffle. So you run, then you shuffle, then make the tackle. So that's just some from a run fit perspective. It's very important so you can make it easier for you. All right, this is funny right here. All right, so communication. It was a story that Kevin Mathis told us, and I always tell my guys it's funny, like from a film perspective, because you really don't know who messed up right here, right? I just know that the defense, somebody he's wide open, and you can't do that against the Patriots, right? They ended up not completing this, but I remember Kevin Mathis told us a story about Ray Buchanan, and he was an old vet at this time, so he knew like the eye in the sky is always watching. So he was talking about how like he gave up a pass, right? He gave up a deep ball they scored, and on the film he was like, "My bad," but he was pointing to the guy. He's pointing at the safety, like, "Yo, my bad," my bad. So he was telling my bad, but on film he was acting like it was the other dude's fault. So, uh, you know, I thought it was a funny story. But point is, make sure you guys are communicating before every play. The safeties and corners have to communicate before every play, even if it's a you run in cover three every game. Just talk to each other. It builds confidence. But like, hey, let's say if it's cover three and the term for cover three is blue 32 or blue 35. Hey, blue 35, do the hand signals, communicate with each other. Communication is key. All right. See where we are. Great tackle. Head up, good wrap. I like how Byard tackles. Be a sure tackler, especially at safety. All right, so they're gonna call us a flag, but I do like, and that's another thing. Yo, when you go in Gronk, man, he's gonna push off. The big guys are gonna push off, but I like how he was going for the undercut. Just be careful in the grab. Like I say, when you grab, it's got to be like a quick tug, grab him to you, and then let go. So watch here. I like how he stays square. Uh, just it wasn't that bad, but since Gronk is so long and push it off, But good job on that. You notice he kept his outside leverage. He was shuffling, and then he was going for the undercut because he had the free safety help. You can be more aggressive on that. Just be careful on the grab. It's a couple more clips I want you to see. Byard going against Gronk. You're gonna see some things similar that we saw in the Eric Berry clip. All right, so right here, we playing man, right? Byard's right here. I would look anytime you get a receiver on the line, yo, crowd the line, yo. Especially him, because remember, we want to get hands on him early. We don't want him to get to the top of his stem because you know he's gonna push off. And you know this dude's gonna put it on the money. All right. So let's watch what happens. Okay. We're up here. It's the same thing. Okay, it's the back shoulder fade. And I'm gonna see if they're gonna show the replay. I want you to see exactly what we saw in the Eric Berry clip. First of all, let's get on the line. Let's not give him 2 to 3 yards, okay? Because he's not gonna give you an amazing release. I promise you, he won't. Unless he works with AB this or Ocho Cinco this offseason. He's not that's not his forte. All right. So watch this. Now, what I tell you guys about opening up. Man, fight to stay squares, eyes, feet, hands. So I got the techniques in the one-on-one mastery. I'm telling you, if you stay square on him, it's going to slow his progress down because he's not giving you an amazing release. But when you open the gate, he's going to take this weak shoulder, just like I tell my cornerbacks. Guys, if I can get an NFL safety to listen to me and do this, I'm telling you, you're gonna I'm not gonna say you're gonna lock him down, but I'm gonna say he's not gonna complete this back shoulder fade. He's not. But you see how we open the gate, and this is what they're teaching guys. I'm telling you, don't open it, even if it's angling off. Don't do it, because it's gonna slow him down. It's gonna widen him out. And I'm not saying. See, here's the thing. Again, I'm not saying that he wasn't on him. It's not that. I'm not saying that he got beat. Oh, he didn't. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying this. We we can not deter that route, but we can if we do better at the line right here. If we can slow this down for at least 1 to 2 seconds where he has to fight to get off right here, he's not going to get to that top of that stem to do that back shoulder. But when we open up, he's going to get to the sticks right here and then he's going to push off. Watch. Push off. Money. Okay, good tackle. I think we're going to see it again. So the techniques that I show, man, it's a way where you can move back. It's a way where you can give ground, right? I'll let it play. You can give ground but still stay square. Okay. It's almost like you know how you guys when we talk about weaving, like when you're playing off man or maybe some type of zone and you're backpedaling, but you're staying square and but you're still keeping your leverage. It's called weaving, right? You're still staying square. You're not turning your butt. Well, so it's the same thing in our press. You can stay square and still give ground. And another thing, man, I learned it. Look, this is simple, but I saw it firsthand. Um, when we were with the Saints, they were I think we are about to go against Kellen Winslow, and the defensive coordinator was talking about it, right? Greg Williams. These big guys, look, within the whistle, so we don't go to hurt guys. You know, obviously New Orleans got in trouble for that. The bounty, right? We don't go. Our goal is not to injure guys. Okay, that's the better term. But I will say this: within the rules of the game and the whistles, all right. When you tackle, when you wrapping guys' legs up, all right. When you tackling, you going low, they don't like it. They don't like it, and you know what? The ball seems to come out a little bit more. I want to give you that heads up. The ball seems to they forget about the ball when they got guys diving at their legs within the rules of the game. Obviously, we're tackling low. You know, I'm talking about tackling low. You gang tackling guys going high, going low. You know, stay away from the head. Make sure your head is up. Wrap them up, roll. You know, alligator roll, all of that. But I'm just telling you, you got to get in their head. You know, I was talking about that in the last clip. Every game that I've seen where Gronk he gets hit pretty hard, which is great job right here by good job. 37. Whenever he gets hit hard, man, he starts to slow down a little bit or he starts to think going across that middle. All right. So hit him, man. Wrap him up. Gang tackle. Yak it. Especially around those legs. Ball's gonna come out. Good job ripping it out by that linebacker. Go get the ball out. Hit him. No receiver. I'm telling you, make the receivers think, man. You know, nowadays you really can't hit the guy, especially when they're not looking, but make them at least think you're going to do it. All right, let's see where we are. Where's Gronk? Right here. All right, let's see if Byard does it right here. Let's see it. That's a tough play, man. At the end of the day. I'm gonna give you a tip right here what we can do. Let me show you. All right, so they're not gonna show it like that. All right, so he's off the ball. Okay, cool. So now he's closer. Look, if you feel like and this is I learned this in college. If you feel like he's gonna try to fade you up, at the last second, so let's say you're playing inside the shade, the head up. At the last second, step outside shade. If you, especially if you feel like you possibly got a single high safety back here, step outside shade. Do an outside kick step technique. So outside shade, outside kick step, and you will catch him. I'm telling you, you will catch him. Make sure your eyes are right, feet, hands, good hand placement. But if you feel like, Dad, this dude's just gonna run, he's gonna keep running his fade, then you're gonna have to change your alignment a little bit. Do outside kick step technique and outside shade and rally to anything else. You know, if he does an inside release, cool. You know, get your shuffles in, make sure you're still trying to you're working on mirroring them. But in that mirror, make sure you stay square. But look, if you feel like he's gonna, because that's what happened to me in my championship game at Ohio University. Yo, all we did was inside kick step, inside shade every game all season, and they saw it. They were like, "Oh shoot, we just gonna run outside release." I was opening the gate, bam, money, money. So what we do is we change it up. The next year, I was like, okay, he gave me another technique to work with. All right, because he actually, I think he does pretty good right now. That's good. That's great. Ain't much he can do right there. So that's why I said change the alignment if you feel like he's gonna do a back shoulder. All right. Ooh wee. So I'm gonna post this. The point is, you guys need to know how to come up and play ball too. I mean, not play ball, but play man to man. I'm gonna do another video and help you guys out with when it comes to safety. Okay. So my time is running out. Make sure you guys email me at cornerbackpro@gmail.com. Improve your skills. It doesn't matter if you're safety, linebacker, corner. Get better every single day. All right, peace.